A show about nerds made billions of people laugh.
Seriously, you think this is the size of a baby's arm?
But half the punchlines were never meant for kids.
I was wondering if I could hang out in here for a while.
The Big Bang Theory ran for 12 seasons with over 15 million viewers a week. It kept a UCLA physics professor on staff to ensure every equation was real. Buried inside were jokes about quantum mechanics.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's like looking at the universe naked.
Pickup lines built from calculus, and innuendos so layered that entire Reddit threads exist to decode them. If you watched as a kid, you laughed at the weird guy. You had no idea what you were actually laughing at. Today, we're counting down 20 jokes that flew completely over our heads as kids. Drop a comment telling us which joke finally clicked for you as an adult. Let's get into it. Number 20. Howard's floppy disk pickup line. As kids, we heard floppy disk and hard drive and thought Howard was being a nerd trying too hard. But floppy versus hard isn't about storage capacity. It's a blatant reference to male arousal. And floppy disks were already obsolete in 2008, which made Howard look doubly pathetic. Outdated technology and an outdated approach to women combined in one cringe moment. Number 19. The pie longevity boast. Howard tells a woman he's like pie, really long and goes on forever. As a kid, you knew pi was 3.14 something and laughed at the math nerd flexing. But pi is an irrational number whose decimal expansion literally never ends. Howard is bragging about his sexual stamina and his size simultaneously. The irony? Anyone who knows Howard knows he's the opposite of infinite in every department. Number 18. The V-card hacking line. He asks a woman if her V-card has a code because he'll hack it. As kids, we maybe knew V-card meant virginity, but focused on the computer joke. But hacking means bypassing security without permission. The adult reality is darker. The writers were cataloging HR violations disguised as pickup lines. Howard saw women as systems to crack using his engineering skills. It's a line that would get a drink thrown in your face in any real bar. Number 17. Howard's Hog Vespa reveal. He tells a woman he rides a hog. Kids laughed because a Vespa is the least intimidating vehicle on Earth. But hog is slang for a Harley-Davidson, and also common slang for large male anatomy. Howard's trying to sound like a tough biker and make a sexual boast simultaneously. Neither is true. It's a joke about compensating for perceived shortcomings using misleading language. Number 16. The differential homework fantasy. Howard tells a girl he wishes he were her differential homework, really hard, and she'd be doing him on her desk. As a kid, you caught the general vibe. But differential equations are a notoriously brutal branch of calculus. The joke is a triple threat. It references the genuine difficulty of the math, uses sexual slang for arousal, and implies a study session fantasy. It only works if you've lived through that coursework. Number 15. The wood for sheep Catan moment. Sheldon says he has sheep, needs wood, and announces it's right here in his hand before declaring he'll begin the erection of his settlement. Kids heard board game pieces. Adults heard a cascade of unintentional sexual imagery. Wood is common slang. Erection speaks for itself. And the writers were tipping their hat to the most famous accidental dirty joke in tabletop gaming. Number 14. Raj's secret tunnel dream. Raj tells Howard about a dream where they have side-by-side mansions connected by a secret tunnel from Howard's front yard to Raj's backyard. As a kid, it sounds like a sweet best friend fantasy. As an adult, front yard to backyard is a thinly veiled reference to a very specific sexual act. The joke reveals that Raj's subconscious sees their relationship in a far more intimate way than he'd ever admit sober. Number 13. Raj's Magic Wand attack. Raj announces he's going to sneak up behind someone, whip out his wand, and shoot his magic all over their rear end. Every single word is an innuendo. As a kid, you heard a wizard getting excited about a game. As an adult, the subtext is unmistakable. Stuart's response, asking if Raj hears himself when he says these things, is the voice of the audience confirming the writers knew exactly what they were doing. Number 12. Sheldon's semen team name. The group needs a name for an app. Sheldon suggests Sheldon's Men, which he shortens. Kids heard a weird word. Adults heard biological terminology. The genius is Sheldon delivering it with complete innocence, while everyone else catches it instantly. Number 11. The Chicken-Pecking Hypnosis Act. Sheldon suggests a hypnotist might make Penny think she's a chicken while the hypnotist has the time of his life, then does the bobbing motion. Kids saw a funny impression. Adults heard an unmistakable reference to oral sex. The shock is it comes from Sheldon. Number 10. Penny's Functional Alcoholism. As a kid, Penny's wine was just a party accessory, but the pattern is unmistakable. She drinks alone, drinks to survive conversations, drinks from a measuring cup when glasses are unavailable. When asked how she copes with failure, she says, "I drink." For 12 seasons, this was played for laughs, not as clinical dependency. Number 9. Stuarts Therapist's Suicide Note. Stuart mentions his therapist killed himself and left a note blaming Stuart. As a kid, this is the sad guy being sad. As an adult, the idea that a trained professional was so overwhelmed by one patient that he took his life is genuinely horrifying. Number 8. The Egg Salad Sandwich Biological Clock. Sheldon tells his assistant that a woman is like an egg salad sandwich on a warm Texas day, only appealing for a short time. This is brutal commentary on the biological clock and workplace ageism. He's telling her professional value is secondary to her reproductive window. Number 7. Bernadette's Ebola Confession. She casually mentions accidentally crossing Ebola with the common cold. This is sharp satire of big pharma ethics. She brags about inventing and curing diseases in the same month. She's a high-functioning sociopath, driven by corporate ambition, delivered with a cheery smile. Number 6. Howard's Foreskin Freezer discovery. Howard says if he finds his foreskin in the freezer, he's killing himself. This references the Brit Milah, the Jewish circumcision ceremony. The joke is that Mrs. Wolowitz was so overbearing she might have saved a piece of his infant body for decades. It's dark admission of how smothered Howard felt by her love. Number 5. Amy's neuron cover and the squishy science dismissal. Amy announces her paper made the cover of Neuron, one of the most prestigious journals. This is a career-defining achievement. Sheldon's reaction? Complete dismissal because he views biology as squishy and inferior. For anyone in academia, this isn't funny, it's devastating. Number 4. The Roommate Agreement's legal architecture. We laughed at the quirky contract, but it's built on real legal terminology and is genuinely terrifying. It includes force majeure clauses and is completely one-sided, where Sheldon controls every aspect of Leonard's life. This is satire of how people weaponize bureaucracy to mask anxiety and enforce control. Number 3. The Wolowitz Coefficient and the Drake Equation. Howard claims he's proved thousands of women in LA would sleep with him using math. He's parodying the Drake Equation, a real probabilistic framework for estimating alien civilizations. The Wolowitz Coefficient is neediness times dress size squared. This is dark comedy about targeting women with low self-esteem. Number 2. The Schrodinger's cat relationship metaphor. Penny is spiraling about dating Leonard. Sheldon says their relationship is like Schrodinger's cat, simultaneously alive and dead until someone opens the box. Kids heard, "You won't know until you try." Adults understand the Copenhagen interpretation. Their friendship is only preserved by indecision. Opening the box doesn't guarantee the cat is alive. Number 1. The Sheldon Prime. Why 73 is the best number. Sheldon declares 73 is the best number. Kids saw an obsessive guy ratting off coincidences. But every word is real mathematics. 73 is the 21st prime. Its mirror, 37, is the 12th prime. 7 times 3 equals 21. In binary, it's 1001001, a palindrome. 4 distinct mathematical properties converging on one number. After the episode aired, mathematicians Carl Pomerantz and Chris Spicer proved Sheldon was right. They published a peer-reviewed paper confirming 73 is the only number with all these properties. They called it the Sheldon Conjecture. Jim Parsons was born in 1973. A fictional character's throwaway rant became real science. From quantum mechanics disguised as dating advice to a monologue that became peer-reviewed theorem, the Big Bang Theory buried an entire second show inside every episode. One most of us weren't old enough to understand. Which joke hit you the hardest now? Drop it in the comments. If you want more deep dives, hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.